live it. I'm trying to take out the middleman from editing all my videos and then loading them twice to get onto YouTube. Glad to see you guys.
Yeah, it's good to be back. We missed last week because I had some sore arms.
Oh, right on. But you came back. That's the best, man. We got a slot here if you want to slide in, but you're more than welcome to be right there. Will you go? Well, never mind. Can I borrow your telephone for 1 second?
Wait. How do we do? Oh, fuck, it was just right there. How are you?
You see if you can hear me clear?
I need to know.
Oh.
If I need to know what kind of mic you're wearing, if I need them to buy another one. You can do yoga wearing a mic.
Yeah.
I can't do yoga.
This one's not too bad. I lay on it sometimes and I turn it off sometimes. Can you? How's the voice, the sound going? I got them both on. Sound pretty good? All right, you can cancel that. Thank you. Good. All right.
There's a delay.
Oh gosh, turn that off. Okay, it looks like we can hear on the YouTube. Fantastic. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right? It's been a rough one. First of all, super glad you're all here. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for choosing me to do it with. That's even cooler. I'm so grateful. A little overwhelmed with the amount of humans that have shown up this evening. I'm so excited for you guys. Happy new moon. If you do not know, this new moon is in Libra. This new moon is about our relationships with ourselves, our partners, our family, society, money. If any one of those things or all of those things are showing up for you, cool. Just look at it. It's okay if it sucks to look at it. It's okay if it's not been the best few days the past week or so. Right? Because these are all opportunities for us to grow and shed things that are weighing us down. So as much fun as that is, we're going to do yoga instead of talk about all that. Yeah? If it shows up for you as we do this, it's all yoga, by the way. We're going to do the asana, the postures part of it. If stuff shows up for you as we move throughout this practice tonight, use your breath as a huge tool. Hello. Use your breath as a tool to just kind of come back to some kind of clarity. What that looks like for you is going to be completely different for each human that's here. But for me, it just is this sense of calm over my physical body. That might not be right for you. It might be calm in the thoughts. If my body's calm, my mind can still go a mile a minute. I don't know if that's a good thing. Maybe I should work on that. Okay, so let's talk about things that we'd like to work on in our physical body this evening, or energetic, emotional, and mental. Any hips? Neck and shoulders. Lower back.
And up into our jaw.
Up into our jaw. So I was like out here, throat, heart, sacral. Ground, low back, root. Okay. All right. This is going to be so much fun. Take a deep breath. Relax. You're here. You literally have to do nothing else. You can just listen to me yabber on for the next hour or so. If you'd like to join us, find an easy seated position, however that looks in your body. Eyes can stay open, or you can start to close them and begin to ground into this present moment. And what does that look like for you? Maybe you start to breathe a little bit slower, starting to calm down the nervous system, the heart rate, the breath. And as you're using these slower, more intentional breaths, can you start to relax your physical body, almost as if you're way up here in the sky and you're just dropping down into this beautiful human body? What does that feel like for you? Take a cleansing breath, let go of some tension. Remind yourself that you've already done the work, you showed up. You don't have to be anything other than yourself in each moment for the next hour. Whatever that looks like, right? Modifications-wise, if you want to go less or more than what I'm saying throughout this practice today, listen to your body in that moment. Take a deep cleansing breath in. Gently let it out. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Notice the sensation that's showing up on the left side of the neck here. Maybe there was an immediate thought that showed up. Soften what you can as you gently breathe. Coming back up through center, we're going to do the same thing over to the other side, and the eyes can stay closed or open, whatever you're comfortable with in this moment. Where's the resistance landing on this side? Is it similar? Is it different? Can you soften somewhere? Something. If you can't relax, where does the mind go then, right? It's just all about finding an awareness right now. Am I judging myself? Am I being super cool to myself? Crown of the head comes back up to the sky. Take a moment to set an intention for this practice tonight, and maybe it's nothing more than I want to go with the flow for the next hour, right? The moon is very watery. It's very gentle with its energy. So if you find yourself in a forceful space, remember to come back to a gentleness, because this is the new moon. You are manifesting what you want for the rest of the month. Do you want to force your way through anything? No. So don't do it through this practice tonight. As you're ready, we're going to start to move into seated cats and cows. However you are, maybe the palms come down to the knees. We're going to inhale, start to peel and open our heart forward, open the throat, and think long through the spine. So it's not this crunching back. Exhale, curl up and in for a cow, and you're opening up the back of the heart here, the back of the throat. Now start to roll through the body with your breath. Say inhales are going to be expansive, opening up the heart, and then the exhales are going to be what curls us up and in. And there's no rush. Let your body kind of move the way it wants to move. Okay, as we're in this place, moving like water, what are the sensations that are showing up in the body? Or more or less, where are the sensations? Yeah? When you start to notice where tension has been held in your body, then you know what area we're working on tonight energetically, right? If we're up in the neck and the throat, that is our communication. If we're in our shoulders and our upper back, that is our heart. Right? If we're down here in our hips, that's our sacral, our emotions. Yeah? And none of it's good or bad, right or wrong. It just is. You can't mess it up. Come back to a still space. Pause for a moment. Where do you feel sensation or energy moving throughout the body? Just kind of tap in. And I bring us back into the body multiple times throughout this practice because this is the place that we're present. How often are you present throughout your day? I got a 4-year-old. Not, so it's going to feel weird. It's just a practice, right? The more we can be present, the more we can be clear. Okay, as you're ready, let's find a tabletop. Roll over the ankles or slide the legs around to the side. Stack the shoulders right on top of the wrist, hips right on top of the knees. Press into your hands, lift up through your belly, and then think long from the tailbone to the crown of the head. So super strong and active here. Now, remain strong in the core, but start to roll through the body in ways that feel good to you. So cats and cows again, or a more watery movement. Now notice, how does this make me feel? Whoa. That's awesome. Two more breaths. Find your way back into that stillness, into that tabletop spinal balance. Right hand forward, left foot back. This is for our low back stability. Lift that core and then lift the arm and the foot. If that's too much, bring that foot back down to be grounded. Stay lengthened out through the spine and easy with your breath and your jaw. Stay right here working on this balance, or exhale, curl it under. Elbow taps your knee. Inhale, extend. We lengthen nice and long through the entire body. Exhale, curl it under just like water. Everything is fluid. Inhale, come back out. We got 2 more rounds, so there's no end, right? It's just melting from one space to the other. And this could feel super outside of your comfort zone if life is very rigid for you, and it's not that that's a bad thing. It's just something to notice. Come back out into that spinal balance. Stay here or take a bend in that knee. Let's reach back for that foot or ankle. We may not be able to grab a hold today. That's okay. If you can, begin to engage the belly, lifting up through the heart space. Wherever you're at, take a big breath in. Let it out. Come back out, spinal balance, tabletop. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Lift those hips up and back as you drop the head down. Relax to the crown of the head. Maybe bend one knee and then the other, or swish the hips side to side. Again, just sticking with some really fluid movement. Notice the head, the neck, the jaw. Can they get a little easier, heavier, softer? Come back into a downward facing dog, and then inhale high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of your mat. Little tiptoe steps. Walk your way up there. Knees can be really bent. Hands can be on the shins or thighs. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Lift your core as you come up into that halfway lift. Pull your shoulders back and down. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Lift from your belly, and then lift from your heart to your hands. Right hand grabs the left wrist, pull to the right side of you for a side body stretch. Exhale, curl through the center over to the other side. Peel the heart open. Exhale, curl through the center of you over to the side. Lift your belly. Exhale, curl through the center over to the left, really expanding all sides of the heart here. Inhale brings us back up through center. Exhale, forward fold. Empty out your breath. Lift your belly. Drop your head down. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Catch a ragdoll arm bind. Let the head and the arms be really heavy. I like to bend my knees here and then sway side to side. Check it out. Play with different versions of this. Right? Your practice doesn't have to be super serious. In fact, let loose tonight. Notice how many times you want to judge yourself, and then just kind of push it over to the side. Just let that sit, that judgment sit on the sidelines tonight. Come back to center. Release those hands down. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Belly lifts, heart lifts. Exhale, fold. We're going to slide our left foot to the back of our mat for a right runner's lunge. Right knee on top of that ankle as the heart and eyes lengthen forward. Inhale, modified crescent. Back knee comes down, hands lift high to the sky. I'm lifting from my core all the way up. Open those arms, gentle goddess arms here, just open up, and then bring them back up to the sky. As you exhale, split prep, hands or no hands, start to straighten that front leg, top of the head towards the top of that foot. Inhale, rock and roll it forward, modified crescent, hands to the sky, and then open that heart. Lift the belly button up and in. Lock the belly up button up and in as we shift back into that split prep. So it's a lot of core work here. One more round. Inhale, rock it forward. Lift, lift, lift. Lock it in. Heading back into that split prep. Pause for a moment. Get as long as you can in the spine. Drop the right hip down. Lengthen out through the top of the head. Where's the sensation landing? And what can I relax? It might be my thoughts, my breath, something in my physical body. Inhale's going to shift us forward into an active runner's lunge, and from here we're going to transition into 3-point. Right leg reaches to the sky. Roll through that ankle one direction and then the other. Take a bend in this knee and begin to stack and open your hips. Right knee starts to reach to the sky. Left heel wants to go closer towards your mat. Drop your head heavy. Press into your fingertips here. Feel how strong you are. Inhale back to a 3-point. Exhale, downward facing dog. Soften the knees. Walk the hands back towards the feet. Forward fold at the back of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Left hand grabs the right wrist, pull to the left side of you. Here we go. Open up. Curl into the center and over to the right. Belly button to spine, curl into center, over to the left. Last one. Open up. Belly button to spine, come back up nice and tall, and then exhale, forward fold, empty the breath. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Coming into a toe squat here. I've been having fun with these lately. So high on the balls of the feet. This may be where you stop today. Okay? Beautiful space. You can also have hands on blocks. If you want to play with balance, start to lift those palms up to the thighs or wherever you want to move them for today. So just kind of play with what it feels like to rock. A little forward, a little back. It's okay if you have to put your hands down or your knees down. And then we'll come back into a forward fold. Let that go. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees. Walk the hands back out to a modified version of plank position. Knees down to the earth. You can take whatever version you like. I'm going to offer you a moon salutation today. So as you lower, it's called knees. We've already got that part. Chest, you start to lift your core as you sway into a cow spine. Elbows pull in tight. And chin. You inch your weight forward like a little baby cobra. And then you press back through a child's pose into a downward facing dog. So it's just more gentle than that regular chaturanga flow. And if you want the chaturanga flow, please take it. Inhale high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat, step walker, hop your way there. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, shoulders back. Exhale, fold, heavy head. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain, lengthen up through the entire spine. Exhale, forward fold, empty the breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Slide the right foot back. We'll be in that left runner's lunge. Chest and eyes reach forward. Back knee comes down. We got a few rounds here. We're going to inhale, hands to the sky, modified crescent. Exhale, peel and open your heart. Let the arms go wherever they need to go. Inhale, the hands to the sky, core, and fold. Woo! Hands or no hands. Okay, you got 2 more rounds. Move with your breath. Landing in that split prep, lengthen out. Shoulders back and down. Where can I soften? What can I let go of? How can I relax? Slowly start to shift your weight forward into that active runner's lunge. Peel the chest. And then 3 points. So maybe a couple of steps here. One big sweep. That left leg goes to the sky. Roll through that ankle one direction and then the other as you drop head super heavy. Take a bend in this knee. Stack to open your hips this time. So left knee is opening and peeling up to the sky. Pressing through both hands evenly. You can also take this with the right knee down to the ground. Drop through the back of the neck. Let the head be super heavy. Inhale back to 3 point. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back through downward facing dog. Soften the knees, walk the hands back towards the back of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Bringing the hands behind the back, let's interlace the fingers, press down to open up to the heart space, and then exhale, forward fold, belly button to spine. Relax the head and the neck. Last breath here. Exhale, gently release those hands down, and as you're ready, take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, soften the knees, toes squat, come on up. So this time we're just going to bring the knees gently to the ground, hands or no hands, and stretch out the bottoms of the feet. It's like you know the camera's on. She's definitely my kid. Stretching out the bottoms of the feet here. Notice how that feels. If you have a tendency to get plantar fasciitis, this is a fantastic stretch to help that out, right, Kelly? It's her favorite. Okay, scan your body real quick and notice where you're holding on to tension. Mine right there is shoulders and definitely jaw. Let it go. It's a practice of letting it go. It's not a judgment that you're doing it. It's a practice. We're creating the healthy habit. Okay? So we're going to find our way back into our toe squat, hands or no hands. Whoa. Heels lifted or grounded, tall mountain. Oh, come on now, man. Keep pushing me. Forward fold, drop the heels. Let it go. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, walk your way back out to that plank. Pause here, side plank, right hand down, left hand to the sky. I'm taking a modified variation here if you want to see right knee down. And then going extended top arm overhead. If you would like to play with hovering the left leg, start to lift that leg off, lengthen the spine a little more. Stay here, catch a bind, take a bend in that knee, reach back for that foot or ankle. Any variation is good. All variations are awesome. Slowly find your way back into that plank. Child's pose. Take a moment to recalibrate. Notice how you feel. Slow the breath back down to how it was when we started. Stay here, walk your hands over to the right side of the mat, lengthening out through the side body. Soften your face, your jaw. Slowly beginning to come back through center and make your way over to the other side as you're ready. However deep that needs to look, however little. Any modification or variation. Inhale begins to bring your hands back through center. Take a moment to remind yourself of the intention that you set for this practice this evening. Maybe it needs to change. That's okay as well. Coming back into clarity. As you are ready, downward facing dog. Soften the knees, walk the hands back towards the feet, forward fold at the back of the mat. As you inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, knees bend. Inhale, rise, tall mountain. Just like water, just keeps moving. Stork, left knee pulls into the chest, pull up through the belly, lift up through the core. Okay, so arms are going to come out, down, and through. Okay, ready? We're going to extend the leg out. It's going to start to lower down. We're going to scoop, step, stork, other side. What? Try the arms again. Back, down, up, with the leg, back, down, up, and in. Crescent lunge. Left knee slides behind you. This left leg can be grounded if you need it to be, or it can stay lifted, okay? Take the variation that's working for you. Let's begin to open up again here, just very gently with the arms. The universe is very funny. So stay here or hover the back knee. We're going to start to play with a little bit of balance. Core, core, core. Stay here or begin to lift that right heel. You're like a tightrope walker. Yeah, use your balance. Drop it down if you need to. Crescent lunge. Exhale out, warrior two. Excuse me. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, side angle. Forearm to the thigh or hand to the earth or a block on the inside of that right foot. Can you expand out through your heart? Will you whisper a little bit? Thank you. Sink a little deeper into that right hip. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, runner's lunge. Cartwheel it down. Frame that front foot. Inhale, modified crescent. Back knee down, hands to the sky. This time, hook the thumbs. Elbows out wide. Split prep. Take it back. Top of the head drops towards the top of that foot. Stay here or take a twist. Actually, I'll give you two options. You can walk your hands over to the right side of your mat, or left hand down, right hand starts to find that hip or reach all the way up to the sky. So it's just two different places in the IT band and the outside of that right leg, so you choose which one feels best. Or you know that you need to be working on. Take a breath, relax what you can as you exhale. One more. Tell yourself you're awesome. Yes, top hand comes down. Shift your weight forward into that modified lunge. Let's find lizard. Heel toe your foot to the right side of your mat. Hands on the inside. Chest peels forward just for a moment. How can you open up through your heart? Check in with your jaw, your shoulders. Find your way back to a 3-point. So we're going to tuck the left toes. Right leg starts to lift to the sky, taking a bend in the knee again, stack and open your hips. Now you can take this variation from tabletop as well. Playing with balance again here. Can you come up high onto your right fingertips? Can you lift your right hand for a half a second? 2 seconds. 5 seconds. Can you high five your foot, your right foot? Can you grab your right foot, pull it to the back of your head? I'm not doing it. You can look up here if you want. I'm not doing it. You guys are awesome. Thank you for playing. Come back to center, 3-point. Exhale, downward facing dog. Soften the knees, walk the hands back towards the feet, forward fold at the back of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Exhale, twist to the right side of us, and we're going to start to fold down. So top of the head starts to reach towards the ground. I like to bend my knees. Check out how that feels for you. Roll through center. Lift your belly button all the way up to the spine as you roll yourself back up to stand. Heavy, heavy head. Very important to support yourself with the core there. Heading over to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. And how can we hit every vertebra and see where our resistance lands in our body? You guys can usually hear mine because it's like, huh! Take one more round each side. Don't worry about how long it takes you. You don't have to be at the same speed as your neighbor. How does it physically feel to kind of let go of all that tension in the upper back and the neck and shoulders? Finding your way back to stand, pause for a moment. So we're going to make our way into a toe squat from here. You can take a forward fold and come into it with the hands on the ground like we have done, or you can play with lifting the heels and coming into that space. Okay, option to stretch the feet again, stay right here, not play along with anything that I'm saying, or tap the right knee down and lift. Tap the left knee down and lift. So this is some hip mobility here and also definitely some flexion for the toes. And lift. It doesn't have to look pretty. And lift. One more round each side. Come back to stillness. Forward fold. Woo! Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, tall mountain. Stork, right knee lifts. Same thing, we've already done it. Arms back, out, up. Again, back, out, up. Good. Again, back, out, up, back, out, up. Awesome. Crescent lunge. Find it. Right knee can be grounded if it needs to. So thinking about sending the tailbone down towards the back of that right knee. And then again, scooping up to the belly, back and down through the shoulders. Open up again through the arms very gently. Maybe hover the back knee. Maybe lift the front heel. So really everything is like pulling into the midline and lengthening out. There's no compensating there. Crescent lunge. Exhale out, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, side angle. Finding your variation, forearm to the thigh or hand to the earth or a block. Maybe go extended if it feels good. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, runner's lunge. Woo. Inhale, modified crescent. Hook those thumbs, open up that chest, lengthen out the back of the neck. Split prep, take it back. So hanging out here this time, twisting, right, or walking hands to the left. As you're ready, exhale, top, hands start to shift down. Shift your weight forward into that lizard. Heel toe the foot to the left, hands on the inside, peel and lengthen the heart forward. Lift up through the belly, reach out to the top of the head. Finding your way back into that 3-point. Tuck the back toes, left leg reaches to the sky. Take a bend in this knee, stack and open your hips, whatever variation you're in. Stay right here, come up onto your fingertips. Left fingertips. Stay here or lift your left hand just for a second. Maybe you reach that hand to that foot. Awesome variation, guys. Come all the way back to your downward facing dog as you're ready. Child's pose, big toes together, knees apart. Reset, recalibrate, right? Allow yourself to become aware of how you feel and let that be okay because the energy's trying to move so that we don't want it to go back to where it was. We want it to come up and out and be done. How do I physically feel in this moment without any judgment attached to it? How do I mentally feel in this moment? How do I emotionally feel in this moment? And there's no wrong answer. There's no bad answer. There's no good answer. Just is exactly what you are in this moment. And the more we can get clear and in touch with those things, easier we can move through life. Downward facing dog as you're ready. That's awesome. Inhale, right leg to the sky, 3-point. Take a bend in the knee, stack and open your hips. Final time here. Maybe you come down to left forearm. Maybe you take flip dog or wild thing, or just enjoy this hip opener exactly as it is. Forearm balance, all kinds of options. You got 3 more breaths. Wherever you are, be there fully in your body. You're like, yeah, I'm killing it. What would it be like if you were your number 1 fan? Come back to 3-point. Exhale, pigeon, right side. Slide that right knee up in between the hands. Finding balance in between the hips. We begin to lengthen and maybe fold. If you get into this space and you notice that it is no fun on that right knee, a couple variations. You can take seated, cross the right leg up and over and continue to lift the heart towards that right leg. Or you can take it reclined. Reaching down for the left hamstring and pulling that right hip. Finding the variation that's right for you. Now, how can I relax in this space? Or what can I relax? Some things, if you relax them, you're going to be too deep in the posture and that's not safe for your body. So what can you relax? Yeah. Soften the jaw, the face. Last few moments here if you want to take another variation, like a quad stretch or double pigeon. Give yourself space to do that. If you're taking the quad stretch, you come up into the hands, lifting the core, reaching back for that foot or ankle, sending the heel to the sky, as opposed to the side of the mat. If you're taking double pigeon, left leg slides around on top of that right, finding the balance in between the hips and the shins, and then sitting nice and tall. Yeah. Last 3 breaths. After that final breath, however you need to come out of this, we're finding our way back to downward facing dog. You want to do a backflip. You want to streak around the quad. However you want to get there. As you find your way there, take a cleansing breath. Let go of any tension that you can. Soften the knees. Walk the hands back towards the feet. Forward fold with the back of the mat. Oh, y'all thought we was done with the toe squat. Last one. High into the balls of the feet. Take a bend in those knees. Again, you're just holding hands to the earth or finding balance. I wouldn't back up too much. I'm about to do something here. Better be careful. Any variation you'd like to try, or both knees down and up. This is a lot of lower belly, and again, flexion in the hips and the feet. So we're dropping down and up. And really lift with the core and not the quads. It's all right if it looks funny and you feel like unstable. That's okay. This is doing the work. Last one. Forward fold. Lift those hips. Let it go. Maybe wiggle those toes a little bit. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Walk the hands back out, downward facing dog. Take a moon flow if you like, or chaturanga flow, and we'll all land in down dog. As you're ready, final time here. Inhale, left leg to the sky, 3-point. Take a bend in the knees, stack to open the hips. Stay here, play with coming down to the right forearm, flip dog or wild thing, and any other option that is calling to you in this moment. How can you open your heart in this space and feel strong? Feel good about yourself. Last breath. Slowly find your way back, 3-point. Exhale, pigeon. As you find the balance in between the hips, begin to take the variation that feels best for you, folded. Thank you. I'll get it. Thank you so much. Wherever we've landed, let's find a heaviness in the shoulders, the jaw, the neck.
Mom, we're going to back on your foot.
That's cool. Thank you. If you want to take a different variation, beginning to move there now, or stay in exactly where you are. Last 3 breaths. As you're ready, we'll find our way out of this space, back into a downward facing dog. Sorry. We got to catch a side plank. Take a moment to kind of pedal out this downward facing dog. Swish those hips side to side. Bring that water movement back in. Inhale, plank. Side plank, left hand down, right hand to the sky. Your variation. Maybe extended. Maybe hover that top leg. Maybe catch a bind. Slowly come back out. Plank. Last chance for a flow here. Inhale high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, coming all the way onto your backs. Finding your final back bend here, guys. Bridge, fish, or wheel. If you want to take bridge, feet or hips distance apart. Bring the fingertips down towards the heels. Press into the feet as you lift those hips to the sky. Slight tilt of the chin towards the chest. Big, deep breath into that heart space. Slowly begin to make your way down out of this back bend. Take a moment, let the body pause. Relax the hips, the glutes, the shoulders, the neck. And then you choose feet together, knees apart, or feet apart, knees to touch. Maybe one hand to your chest, one hand to your belly. Close your eyes for a moment and just notice how you feel physically. Get yourself back in your body. How do I feel physically? It's easy to let the mind run away. Bring it back. Cleansing breath in. Let it go. One more, big breath in. And stay in here as long as you need to, or beginning to find your way to your inversion for practice. Hip stand, sending the heels to the sky with the low back flat on the mat. Happy baby, grabbing the outer blades of the feet or ankles, getting your feet above your heart. If you have any other inversion you would like to take, beginning to move there now with ease. Ease in your breath. Ease in your mind, right? We shouldn't be, I just said the word. We shouldn't be shoulding all over ourselves. Don't be saying I should be doing a certain thing. Don't should yourself, yeah. Got about 5 or 6 more breaths if you want to play. If you're in hip stand, maybe circle your ankles. If you're in happy baby, maybe you rock side to side or pull out into full straddle, or straightening one leg and then the other. Shoulder stand, maybe you'd like to go to plow or deaf man's pose. If none of this sounds like anything you want to do, do exactly what feels good in your body. Last breath in this space. Slowly begin to make your way down out of that inversion. Pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Thank yourself for choosing to get on your mat tonight. Thank your body for moving and breathing. Thank yourself for showing up. Let the knees fall to the left side of you, arms open out wide. Spinal twist. Find a heaviness throughout the body. Expand out through the arms. Really release. Knees slowly come back through center, making any adjustments necessary. And start to make your way over to the other side. Land, find a heaviness. Knees begin to come back through center. Take in any final movement that you need to take to complete this practice today. And as you are ready, beginning to release out into your variation of Shavasana. So you can lay on your back, your side, your belly. You can come up into a seated position. The next few moments are to allow your body and your mind to rest and heal. Allow your nervous system to reset, to shut down. To allow all the work you just did throughout this practice to integrate. Just allowing yourself to have that space. If you're ready and you need it, take a final cleansing breath here. You've done the work. Allow yourself to receive. Slowly beginning to come back to your breath. Finding gentle movement in the body. Just slowly beginning to wake up. There's no rush. Doesn't have to look like anything. And as you're ready, whenever you're ready, make your way up into an easy seated position. Bring the hands to heart center, closing out the practice tonight in a seat of gratitude. Gratitude always for this physical body that carries us around every moment of every day. Gratitude for the choice, the opportunity we had to come together, to move, to breathe. Gratitude for the intention that you set for this practice today. Take a deep breath in. Gentle breath out. Slide the thumbs to the forehead as we find gratitude for one another and the energy that we just shared. Namaste, friends. Namaste, guys. How's everybody feel? All right. Awesome. No, I was kidding. If you're all zenned out, that's good. If you're all zenned out. If you have any questions about anything after class, please don't hesitate to ask. I know sometimes, especially if you're newer to the practice, I just talk a whole lot. I don't mind to clarify some things or go a little bit deeper so that you can relate to it, because I can say it in a whole bunch of different ways. I want you to feel comfortable here, coming here, and I want you to be able to connect to your body and really get the benefit of this practice. So please don't ever hesitate to ask me a question. I love to talk about yoga. Now you're going to have to go over and introduce yourself if you want to make a friend. I know. Things that we have coming up, if you want to do this again tomorrow: yoga at 6:30 with Mo over here in her sweet tie-dyed shirt at Red Hill Brewery. Same time, same price, different place. Make sure you go to Red Hill on Thursdays, Cabarrus on Wednesdays. This Sunday here at Cabarrus Brewery will also be the Vegan Vibes Festival. If you've never been to it, it's like a music series. They have live music out here, all different types, and tons of vendors and amazing food. It's from 1 to 7 on Sunday. If you want to join us for Power Yoga Sunday morning, meet me after class. I'll get the address for you. It's near here. Yeah, I think that's it. Am I missing something? Happy new moon. Let's get through all these retrogrades together. We can do this together. Thank you for showing up. Thank you. This thing. Yes. Beautiful. If you'd like to stay and do the new moon ritual with us afterwards, feel free to stay. If it's not your bag of tricks, no worries. I'm going to stand up and tell our YouTube friends bye. You want to walk with me over there? Yeah, Tracy's going to lead it. Here, come over here. Let's tell our YouTube friends bye, and thanks for showing up. Hi, thank you guys for being here. If you enjoyed this practice and you want to join us for more, sign up for the newsletter on lovetheshitoutofyourself.com.